Good morning, everyone. My name is Ugochukwu Nwanujo, and I'm privileged to be reading today's morning devotion. Today is Wednesday, 6th of April, 2022. And the title of today's devotion is Keys to Answered Prayer. Keys to Answered Prayer 2. I pray that as we go through this, the Lord will help us to understand more about what He wants us to do to get our prayers answered more and often. Today's Bible verse will be taken from 1 John 5:14, and it's being read from the NIV version. It says, if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. Knowing God's will, John writes, this is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to His word, He hears us. And if we know that He hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have what we asked of Him. That's taken from verse 14 to 15, 1 John verse 5. One of the surest ways to know you're praying according to God's will is to pray according to His word. That means if you want to be sure that you're praying according to God's will, just pray according to His words. Now, use the scriptures to back up what you're praying for. Say, Lord, you promised it in your word, and I'm believing you for it. Sometimes there are things you want to pray for, but we aren't sure whether those things are God's will for us according to the scriptures. So in that case, you need to ask God to give it to you if it's His will, and to help you be satisfied with His decision. St. Augustine prayed. He said, grant that I may do thy will as if it were my will, so that thou mayest do my will as if it were thy will. Dear Moody put it in this simple way. He said, spread out your petition before God and then say, thy will, not mine, be done. You see, thy will, not mine, be done. The sweetest lesson I've learned in God's school is to let the Lord choose for me. And that's the same thing He said. He said, now you may have to wait because God's timing is part of His will. Be patient. It will happen. You may not see it yet, but God has promised and it's on the way. And remember, if He doesn't give you what you asked for, He will give you something better when you walk in faith and keep a good attitude. So I say to you, walk in faith and keep a good attitude. Thank Him for those things you've not even seen. Have faith, and God will surely do it for you. And remember to always pray in God's will, according to God's will. And that way you have to pray according to the scriptures, and that is God's word. I hope you have been blessed by today's devotion. Have a wonderful and splendid day. Thank you very much. God bless you.